What's good, Black Star? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jared. Guys, have any of you guys seen the debate between Destiny and Angry Man? So, today while I was at work, I was listening to the debate, and I was listening to some of the things that Destiny was talking about when he was talking about how black men are, how black basically are talking and shit to blah blah black women and stuff. Now, and how black men are basically doing black women when it comes to like children and all that stuff. But what Destiny failed to realize, so basically, go watch. I'll put the link down below with the Angry Man and Destiny video. But long story short, so Destiny was basically trying to put the blame on black men, putting the blame on men in general, just talking about men need to evolve and be emotionally intelligent and all that stuff, and talking about how women were, emotionally more mature than what men are. But see, here's my problem. What Destiny doesn't realize is men as a whole have to be more restrained with their emotions than what women are supposed to be. And the reason is because if men were as emotional as women, there will be a lot of chaos. There'll be a lot of chaos, and nobody would be able to hold men, nobody would be able to control men's anger and men's frustration, and also if men's emotions were out of whack. Similar to what's going on with a lot of Pookie and Ray Ray class in Black America. Those men are more feminized because those men are trained by their mothers to actually think emotionally instead of thinking of things logically. That is the reason why we have so many black men getting killed and doing so much stupid shit nowadays. Now, I'm not going to blame black men for that, because as you've grown up, you have to become a man. So I'm not blaming black women on that. But here's why I do blame black women. Black men have to be trained by men. Men have to be trained and raised by men alike so that they can become responsible, masculine men. Women cannot train a man to be a man, and that's what women fail to realize. You can quote unquote tell a man, "Oh, you're not this, you're a bitch," or "You not man, or you're not being a man." But what women fail to realize is they don't know how to be a man, just like men don't know how to be women. Two different genders, two different ways that we have to think. Women are raised to be more feminine, and are raised to be more emotional based, and men are raised to be more logical, and also are trained to be more intact with what's going on with themselves and their family. Women nowadays are more impulsive when it comes to buying and also making rash decisions, like divorce. That's the reason why divorce rates is so high in the Western culture. It's because women get impulsive and they want to do their own thing. They want to be a hot girl and all this stuff, or a city girl. And what they fail to realize is after they have that epiphany, then they start asking, why did I leave my husband? Why did I leave my man? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? So they fail themselves, and they do a lot of the shit that they are basically sorry guys, I'm trying to damn get over because idiots can't fucking drive. But any fucking ways, you damn stupid broad, fuck out the damn phone. Stupid asses. I'm sick of these stupid ass people. But shit, women cannot raise men. And I hate, and what they continue to fail at is when single mothers start raising these boys, they don't raise these boys to be men. They raise the same type of man that they don't want. They raise a Pookie and Ray Ray, or they raise a weak ass man because they fucking beat them down so fucking much to where these men go out doing all sorts of crazy shit just to get validation from women, not realizing that the only validation that these men need is from himself and his work, his accomplishments. That should be what he validates him, and the women will follow. But what they do is they teach these boys, you gotta do this for a woman, you gotta do that just to get her validation. And what happens is these boys never are raised to become men. They never become men. And the thing about it is, reason why how I know is because somebody that my friend knows, not a chick, his actual dude, he still stays in the fucking house with his damn mama, along with his brothers. His two other brothers. Now, the man that I'm talking about is 30 years old. The thing about it is, and this is gonna be funny because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, what the hell? This man is 30 years old, in college, and does not work. He's talking about, I want to get a job in IT and programming. So what he's doing is he's basically living off his mom and dad's mom and dad. Now here's a twist. He has an older brother and a younger brother. The younger brother is in college. I think he's around 22, 23. The older brother is older than him. The other brother is older than him, but he has a job and he has a girlfriend. Basically living off his mom and daddy. Now here's the kicker. His parents are living in a house, but they're struggling to keep their house up. They're struggling to keep their house. So you got three grown ass men that one barely works. One is in college, not trying to get a job, unless it's in the field that he wants, which is IT, and the other one is basically is in college. All three of them motherfuckers is grown. Why the fuck aren't they working? Why the fuck aren't they trying to get out? That's what I'm talking about. Men are being trained by women with their titties in their mouth. The problem is men have to become men. So men have to pull the titty out of their mama's mouth. And the problem is you got too many sensitive ass men out here nowadays. All this liberal leftist shit. I'm sorry. I am by far, I am not a fucking liberal. I hate a lot of the shit that liberals do. A lot of the shit that liberals say. I hate it all. The blue hair, purple hair, all that bullshit, I hate it. Why the fuck you walking out the house with fucking blue hair, red hair that's orange, looking like you done fucking spilled a whole can of fucking Fanta on your head? Why are you coming out the house looking like that? Why are you coming out the house looking like you just sipped on grape soda and spilled it all in your hair? You smell like fruit. And no, I'm not talking about the LGBT community. I'm talking about these people with this purple ass hair looking like they spilled grape juice all over the top of their head. That's the ones I'm talking about. Why would you walk out the house with that shit in your hair? Why would you walk out the house with all this fake ass shit? Why would you walk out the house with all these damn BBLs, boob jobs, and all this shit that makes your ass look like a fake ass Barbie with a plastic ass? Your ass do not bounce. I don't even understand the point of some of these chicks getting BBLs, because because some of them actually do look nice without the BBL. Then they get all this plastic shit. Their ass is looking like a fucking bubble, like you could pop the bitch with a motherfucking fucking needle. Just. But the thing about it is, a lot of these women don't understand that all this liberal leftist shit, all this shit is causing the degradation of our society. People refuse to actually acknowledge what's going on. The society that we once knew is collapsing. Society as a whole is collapsing. Men are becoming more feminine because men have been taught being a man is bad, being masculine is bad, being strong-willed, strong, is being bad. Being not taking anyone's bullshit is bad. Men have been taught, accept my problems and accept all the shit I've done in my life. You're a good man. Now what the fuck does that have to be being a good man? As long as I ain't out here fucking deleting nobody, fucking slapping somebody upside the head, or fucking or being abusive, I'm a good man. I'm out here working my ass off, making a living, and doing the things that's respectable as a man. That's a good man. But a lot of these chicks want a fucking bad boy in the sheets and a fucking pimp in the streets. They want them to they want men that are soft in the streets, but they want a fucking pimp in the sheets. That's basically what I'm saying. They wanna oh, it's okay, baby, but they want to fucking do that's gonna blow their back out left, right, upside down, and be a fucking pushover. I'm sorry, men nowadays are starting to become more in tune with their nature. Men are starting to say, man, you know what? I see how this shit's going. I ain't gonna deal with it. I ain't gonna deal with nobody's bullshit. I'm not gonna deal with nobody's fucking toxic behavior. I'm not gonna deal with nobody disrespecting me. And that's the thing about it is, a lot of men have said, fuck the disrespect. You disrespect me, and by talking down to me, and yet you disrespect yourself, but you call it empowerment. See, I got another bone to pick with that bullshit too. A lot of these chicks are talking about they're empowered through sexual revolution. Okay. So you're basically saying you're empowered for being a hoe. The slut walk, all that shit. You're saying you're empowered because you can sleep with as many men as you want. So what you fail to realize is that is not empowerment. That is weak. That is you being a weak soul. To give into the flesh. That is weak. That means that you are loose. That means that you are loose with your body and your spirit. That means you are basically asking for everyone to give you validation through sex. And what you fail to realize is that sex is supposed to be validation through your husband. Your husband is supposed to be your sexual validation. Your husband is supposed to be the one that validates you. Marriage is a form of validation. Marriage is a form of validation. To say that this woman is valuable and to say that this woman is everything respectable. That is what marriage is to a lot of people. And what people don't realize is that when it comes to marriage, men want a woman that is respectable and that they can validate through that marriage vow. Now, this is my own rendition, so this is a fact or anything like that. So this is basically me just talking. I'm validating you by marrying you. I'm validating you by providing resources to you and through marriage. I'm validating you for being my wife. See, what happens is through marriage and validation. And this is for me. So this is not anything that's proven or anything. But I'm pretty sure this is how a lot of guys feel. If I am marrying you, that means that I value you and that I validate you as a woman, as my wife. That means I don't want you going out here sleeping around with Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, Tyrone, and everybody else and talk about, oh, I'm sexually liberated and I can do whatever the hell I want. No. What you gonna do is you gonna sit your ass back down where the fuck I tell you to. See, what a lot of these women forget is that men through marriage, they validate them. I'm validating you through marriage, and you're supposed to be my wife. That means you're supposed to respect me and my honor, respect me and my respect me and representing me with representing me as your husband. You should not be out here running around here loose with and thinking that I'm supposed to accept you for being a sexually liberated hoe after you fucking gotten ran through by Chad Tyrone and his brothers. I'm sorry. Men have cut the cord on that shit. Men do not want a fucking hoe. Men don't want a woman that's been ran through by so many different guys that she can't pair bond. It's all about pair bonding. Men want a woman that can pair bond. And the thing about it is, women don't understand what that actually means. When you go around sleeping with a whole bunch of dudes, that part of your brain that's sexually turned on, it can't be satisfied by just one guy. You're gonna have to have Tom, Dick, Harry, fucking Enrique, damn Chad, Pookie, and damn Ray, and everybody under the whole clan. You got to have that one guy, all those guys, just to satisfy your one need. And you can't pair bond because you're gonna be out there searching for the next biggest thing to fucking fill your holes up. Tell me if I'm wrong. And what a lot of these women fail to realize is that shit is a big ass turnoff to men. Men do not want a sexually liberated woman. I'm sorry. Men don't. The Amber Roses and the fucking Brittany Renners of the fucking world, those women gonna get tossed around by every fucking guy in the respective industry. Those women are not gonna get married. Shit, Amber Rose has been married once. And that lasted only 3 years. So you telling me that you want to be sexually liberated, but then you talking about you want a husband. Amber Rose has said it. She's an effingist. Amber Rose has said it. And look how her life has turned out. She got a fucking barcode on her fucking forehead. That's liberation. Emotional damage. Brittany Renner. This broad is crying on camera damn near every day. And now she's on a fucking recovery tour talking about, I've learned a lot from the manosphere. She's getting on everything from pearly things to damn online TV. This woman is talking about, I'm sorry, or I was trying to change her fucking image. Trying to be quote unquote accountable. No, she's not being accountable. She's trying to get fucking sympathy from a lot of people. Sorry to say it, I don't believe her. After you said I'm proud of being a slut, and you've had all these damn different guys talk about you don't want to you wouldn't take back your she didn't say experiences. She wouldn't take back her knowledge. Well, why the fuck you got all that damn knowledge? You got all that knowledge because you've been fucking around with the Pookie and Ray class of men. You've been fucking around with the guys in the industry that just see you as just a hookup. They don't see you as valuable. They just see you as loose. The same thing is happening with fucking Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is getting ran through by so many different dudes. Diddy and his son. Why would you date a woman that's dated Diddy and his son? Why? Same thing with Meg Thee Stallion. Her boyfriend is looking at her like, ugh, I don't want nothing to do with this hoe. Her boyfriend is embarrassed of her. She's brought shame to that man. That man doesn't see her as valuable. That man sees her as a hoe. Men do not value women that sleep around like that. Sleeping around for a woman is easy, but it takes a lot for a man to sleep around with a lot of women. I'm sorry, it does. You have to be a part of the top 1% in looks, top 1% in money making, top 1% in damn near everything. You gotta have everything just to be able to even get near a woman nowadays. You gotta be a part of that top 1%. Top 1%, 10%, 20%. You gotta be a part of that. And the thing about it is, a lot of these women don't understand that it's harder for a chiseled jaw, six-pack having man just to even get a woman to even want to sleep with him. If he ain't got game, especially in the West, let's be honest, in the West, if he ain't got game, he ain't getting no date. If he ain't got a fucking Ferrari or the fucking Lamborghini, he ain't getting a date. If he ain't got Louis Vuitton bag of Louis in his goddamn trunk, waiting for her to damn say yes, or taking her on a damn 7-figure shopping spree, he ain't getting a damn date. A lot of women fail to realize that their standards is what's holding them back. Their promiscuity is what's holding them back. A lot of shit that they are doing is holding them back. But yet, time and time again, they fail to damn think about this shit. They fail to think about it. And my thing is this. It's not because they don't want to actually do anything about it. It's because they can't do anything about it. It's because they don't want to do anything about it. They're failing themselves. And I'm sorry to say it, a lot of them is gonna be getting shot in the foot. They are failing themselves. And the fact of the matter is, no matter how much they want to fucking sit there and say, oh, I'm sorry, or I feel bad, they don't. They don't feel bad. And quite frankly, oh well. But like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.